Yo, it's your boy Keese, man, and we live with another, man. Hey, we back in the building. Hey, I ain't got my calls today, but it's cool though. We gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my girl, I'm a shit. You know what I'm saying? You know we gotta shout you out, even though you ain't here, cause you're a big part of what we do here, man. So what are we talking about? We talking about Fusion Uncut. You know what I'm saying? The most supported podcast in the world. So with us being the most supported podcast in the world, every show we try to bring on amazing guests and bring on these different people that's doing their thing in the city of Chicago and just abroad. You know what I'm saying? Cause we rock with everybody. So today's guest, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy right here, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like he been a part of my journey as far as my music career and like my media personality on career. But you know what I'm saying? This another chapter in my journey. You know what I'm saying? We getting a chance to rekindle a couple of things, get a little update of some of what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? So who am I talking about, man? I'm talking about my boy J Brazyy.
What's the word, y'all? What's the word?
How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, man. Blessed.
Man, so it's been a little minute since the last time I actually seen you in person and we got a chance to chop it up, and it's been a lot of things that have happened in that time. So we low-key got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
So before we even jump like too in deep with like the reminiscing and stuff like that, first I want to kind of let you get a chance to like tell the people who you are, like break down who you are as a person, and then like kind of transition into the music and stuff like that. So first, just tell us tell us a little bit about like J Brazyy the person.
Well, for sure. Well, my name is J Brazyy. That's my stage name. My real name is Jeremiah. But you know, I started doing music around like 2019, like December of 2019. Really just fell in love with music. Really just, you know, becoming my own artist. My biggest influence was definitely X. You know, XXX.
Yeah, shout out X.
RXC, my boy X, man. Definitely, he inspired me to really like chase my dreams. Cause at first I was kind of like just in the background, you know, like kind of writing music, but never really putting nothing out. But he always inspired his fans to, you know, go out there and chase their dreams. So I'm like, shit, fuck it. If he can do it, why can't I? So.
For sure. So like, for the people that's probably not familiar with you and your movement and stuff like that in your music, just like explain to him a little bit about like how did you end up coming up with your stage name, J Brazyy?
Well, actually, me and my cousin, we was in summer school, and we were just writing down like a whole bunch of names, like, cause we was like, man, if I'm gonna take this music serious, I gotta come up with a catchy name. So at first we was like, all right. As a kid, I always did like crazy shit. So, like I said, my name's Jeremiah, so we just wanted to use J. And my family, they called me JB. So it was kind of a play on my nickname. So we was like, all right, we just gonna come up with like J Brazyy or something like that. So.
For sure. So you said you came up with your artist name in basically summer school.
Yeah, summer school, yeah.
So like, at what age was that you was in summer school that you really started taking music serious?
Oh, like 17.
17.
Yeah, I was
so that's
17,
like
yeah.
That's like your junior year.
Yeah, my junior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what was going on in your junior year that really like made you transition and like really had that thought like, I think I should start taking this music thing serious for real?
Well, like I said, I was a big fan of X. You know, he was really popping around that time.
He definitely was. That was right there.
And really, like, I would see like a whole bunch of kids at my school. They would like do the talent shows and stuff like that. And I always wanted to participate in the talent shows, but like I said, I was always an introvert. So like, I never really felt comfortable like getting on stage and whatever, and you know, like doing all that shit. So, shit. Just after a minute, you know, like I said, I always stayed in the background, writing the music and stuff like that. And you know, at home, I just wrote a song called Roses. I think that was the first song I ever wrote. It's called Roses. Ended up going to Envion Studios right there in the hills.
Shout out Envion.
Yeah, shout out my boys over there at Envion. Ended up recording it. It came out really great. And then it just started going up on Spotify after that. I'm like, okay, since I got a couple plays on Spotify, I can do this. I can see myself like actually taking this shit serious. And since then, no.
Hey, it be like that for sure though. Like, you get your feet wet, you get out there, like, you let the people hear you and stuff like that, especially when you get that good feedback and you be like, and they tell you like, I ain't gonna lie, you low key snap. You know what I'm saying? They give you that confidence.
It's that motivation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling? Like, I bet. Yeah, I think I could do this shit for real.
Yeah.
For sure. That's what's up, man. So like, when I met you, I can't, cause okay, I tried to go back and do my research to figure out when did we do our interview. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when we did our interview, that was before we was putting our interviews on YouTube and stuff like that. So I couldn't go that far back into the database. I ain't got that many. You feel me? I couldn't go that far back. I think the farthest I could go back was probably like 23 or something like that. But I think we did our interview in 22.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I can't even get the interview because I'm like, I fake wanted to bring up certain things in that interview, but this, like, just tell me a little bit because okay, you're the first guest that I done had on Fusion Uncut that was a part of Fusion Radio. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like you're an artist that got interviewed on that platform. You know what I'm saying? So like just talk to me a little bit about like, because you can actually speak to this, you know what I'm saying? Like just speak a little bit about like what was you and Brian's relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because he like how he broke down y'all relationship, like you were somebody that he like you met through the internet and stuff like that, but once y'all met it's like y'all just hit it off and it was like a brother situation, you know what I'm saying? So just tell me a little bit about like what was y'all relationship like and like how did you eventually end up getting that interview while I end up eventually meeting you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so first and foremost, long live my boy Brian. You know, you love you, Brian.
Definitely.
I'm staying, you know, I'm doing this for you. But basically we met through another radio host, shout out Felice from Determined Radio.
Shout out my girl Felice.
We met through her, and he actually ended up adding me as a friend on Facebook. And we always talked about like, you know, me coming on the show, but I think it was like a year prior to me actually coming to the show. So he would see like me post my music and stuff like that, and he would always DM me like, hey bro, like, you know, I really see potential in you. I see the purpose in you. Like, he just always sending me, motivational messages. And so that always resonated with me because I'm like, dang, like somebody that's in the field that I want to get into or really familiar with, like, you know, he's actually, motivating me. So that kept me going because at the time I was dealing with some hardships in my life. I ain't gonna lie, like I was going through a lot. And he was always that angel on my shoulder, basically, that whenever times got dark, he would hit me up and just at the right time too. And so we kept in communication over the span of that year, and then eventually we set a date. And that's when I came on the show. That's when I met you. But it was a real life little brother, big brother relationship. Like, like he was a real one. Still to this day, a real one. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
One thing I could say about that specific episode and like just going through that episode, like, see your interview was one of like some of my first interviews, you know what I'm saying? So like in that process, like at that time, it was kind of like hard for me too though still because like that was still new to me, you know what I'm saying? Like I had been an artist for some time, but being an actual radio personality, that was still fresh, you know what I'm saying? So like just being able to sit there and sit across from another artist and ask questions and different things like that, I'm like, damn, like, well, how did I get here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like just listening to your testimony though, bro, and like how you articulated yourself and like the different things that we talked about, because in that interview we talked about some really serious stuff though. It wasn't like we was just like we had fun and laughed and joked and stuff too though, but like it was a lot of important and like very serious topics that we talked about in that interview.
Yeah.
And it was like just going through that and actually hearing your story and the different things that you went through. It made me respect you a little differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying like I didn't have respect for you then, but it's like until you really hear somebody's story, you don't really understand them and you don't really understand their music, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I could tell you certain things, you know what I'm saying? But like, would you really understand if I don't really break it down to you a certain type of way? Or you can hear certain things in my music, but will it really resonate with you if I don't take the story behind it? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it was like just sitting there and hearing your testimony and like how you broke that down. I'm like, man, like it hit me here. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of brought me back to like why I started making music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making music because well, like me personally, I started making music because at a point in time in my life, I wasn't really able to speak on certain things a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And be open about it. You know what I'm saying? So music gave me an avenue to do that. So when you came on the show and you expressed your trials and tribulations and how that progressed you and helped you get through your music career, I'm like, damn, it's somebody out here that went through something just like me, but in some type of way went through things worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Because that even had me looking back on some of my situations like, damn, like, yeah, I went through some shit, but I didn't go through that. Like, and that's not even to like look down on me, big you up, or nothing like that. That's because me personally, I feel like all us artists have our own niches and our own like things on our shoulders that make us us. You know what I'm saying? So like, the things that you shared with me really showed me why J Brazyy is J Brazyy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, that was an amazing interview. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, if you really pay attention to what this man's saying, like he really giving y'all his origin story. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So I'm like, yeah, that's what's
like
up.
I said in that interview. You know, like I make music. And music has always been my escape. Like I didn't feel like I had a voice when I was younger. I was, like I said, I've always been introverted. So music was always my way of expressing myself. And really, like, if I don't tell you my story verbally, like just talking to you, listen to my music. You will know exactly what I've been through. You'll know exactly how I feel about what I went through. And, you know.
For sure, man. So, like, just like what's certain things though, just from that time period in 2022 to like 2025, like just give us like a small little update, like what's certain things that's been changing for you from 22 to 25?
Definitely my growth and maturity as far as like my mindset goes, like how I handle different stuff that comes my way just in life. Because for a pointed period of time, like sometime last year and the beginning of this year, I was actually incarcerated. So that really took me through a stage in my life where I had to have faith. You know, and that's something that I think I really preached on the last time we was interviewing, was like just keeping your faith even throughout the trials and tribulations that you go through, because you never know what's going to come, you know, on the other side of it. So with me being in a situation where like I was possibly facing 10 to 30, you know, just based off of one little mistake that I made. You know, one little split decision that I made almost cost me 10 to 30 years of my life behind bars. And, you know, thank the man above that I made it out of that situation. So that whole situation just, you know, made me to a better person, made me look at life a whole lot differently. And I think my music now is going to be a testimony to that.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro, we gonna talk. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to break down and stuff like that. So as we go, as we progress in the interview, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna start opening up those layers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So with me just doing like my research and just been following up with you these last couple of years and stuff like that, I already kind of know what type of time you be on as far as like your music and stuff like that. But I kind of want to get deeper into like the personal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. In our last interview we did, you know what I'm saying, you talked to me a lot about your father, you know what I'm saying, and I know that your father means a lot to you, and he means a lot to you in your music career, you know what I'm saying, so like, just tell me a little bit, and like, tell the people a little bit about like, what your father means to you in your music career.
For sure. Well, most importantly, I just got this new piece with his face on it.
Yeah, fuck got that J, he got that J on, yeah.
So, you know, most importantly, you know, I carry him around with me wherever I go, so, you know, growing up, I never really had to want or need for nothing, for real. Like, my father, he treated my mom like a queen. He made sure that his 3 kids in the house were straight. And I was his only son. So, and I was the baby boy. So I'm the baby boy of 5 kids. So, like, I got treated a little bit differently than the rest of my siblings. So we had that tight, you know, father-son relationship. Like, he was basically like my superhero growing up. You know, like, he was a person I can call to whenever shit got rough, or, you know, so. And now, me being my own man, you know, like, he passed when I was 14, and now I'm 24, I'll be 25 next month. So that's 10, 11 years with, you know, with his absence. I really learned and took the lessons that he did instill in me when I was younger. I'm taking that and I'm like kind of applying it to my life now.
That's powerful, bro. And the reason I say it's powerful, because it's like, me being in a situation where I wasn't necessarily raised around my father, didn't really know my father the way I wanted to and stuff like that. Like, I understand the impact of having a father and not having a father and what it does to first a male in general and an African American male. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then just to even add it on, an African American male in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, all those are different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, it mean all those different things mean something in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, you had your father at 14, but from 14 to 24, that's real detrimental years in a black man's life. From 14 to 24 years old. Like, a lot of either bad decisions or good decisions can be made in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? And that can either change the trajectory of your life drastically, either the good way or bad way. So like, for you to have gone through that at 14 and you still here at 24, that's a testament of the work that he put in while he was here and the people that's still around you to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, if we just gonna keep it a buck, a lot of people that look like us don't make it to 24.
Man, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And you say your birthday coming up, you finna be 25. A lot of people don't make it to 25.
Man. Shit I see on Instagram every day, man, that shit crazy. Like those media pages they be showing like the random shootouts and shit that be happening. I just be like, man, you just gotta pray. Just pray that you just make it to see another day, cause this shit crazy, bro.
Man, there be all type of stuff going on, and there be a lot of innocent people getting caught up in the mix. Like,
man,
it's crazy.
For real.
So, one thing that I know I definitely want to talk about with you, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about mental health, you know what I'm saying? So with mental health, it's like, I thought about it, I'm like, mental health plays a big factor in music. You know what I'm saying? Because like, depending on how your mental health is, depends on how you depict and how you look at music. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just wanted to get your thoughts on like, how you feel mental health influences music.
I feel like it influences it like in a major way. Honestly, like you said, like it all depends on like say. I guess it depends on like how you view it too. Like you could be going through the roughest time of your life and you feel like, all right, life is worth giving up. But then like maybe you use music as like therapy and you write a song. The whole time that one song that you write could push you further than what you thought it could, because now like you in a better mind state, now you're in a better mental state because that song, you got to release some stuff through that song. And I think music is therapy. Music has always been my therapy, at least, because as a child I dealt with mental health issues. So music has definitely been therapy for me. So I really feel like it definitely helps.
Nah, for sure. And the only reason I wanted to ask you that is because I was thinking about like artists like Juice WRLD and stuff like that, and like different artists like that. Like Juice WRLD made some amazing music, but if we just gonna keep it 100, it seemed like bro had mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you use drugs a certain type of way or over abuse drugs. You know what I'm saying? That plays into the fact of mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us use drugs a certain type of way to mask those emotions. You know what I'm saying? That we be feeling. So it's like, man, that's crazy. Like, it's crazy. But I also want to ask you, like, do you think that's something that like we should try to focus more on, or like we should try to spend more time on? Because it seemed like, like you could use the music to mask it, but it seemed like it still might be a little bit more work that needs to be done with that though too.
That's true. And I think it all depends on that individual too. Like, talking to somebody always helps. Like me personally, I go see a therapist. I don't think there's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist. Because you letting a lot of stuff out that sometimes you don't feel comfortable with letting people that you know about that stuff. So sometimes you feel comfortable going to talk to a stranger that has no judgment against you. So I definitely feel like, especially us as black males, we need to focus more on mental health, because I think that's something that a lot of people, especially in our city of Chicago, they deal with that. Like unknowingly, they probably deal with mental health issues because of trauma of like stuff that they went through growing up, or stuff like that. So I think we definitely need to push the piece with that.
For sure, man. I definitely gotta push the agenda of mental health, man. If you messed up in the dome piece, smoking weed all day ain't gonna help you, man. You with me? Sometimes you gotta talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Weed help a little bit though. It help a little bit, but that ain't the only remedy though. Sometimes you just need to vent, get some of that stuff off your chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely is like I want to kind of transition a little bit back to the music.
Sure.
So these projects, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I did my research, you know what I'm saying? I listen to that J Brazyy, you know what I'm saying? I listen to some of them joints, you know what I'm saying? So in August, I see in the summer, you was busy this summer, you know what I'm saying? So in August, I see you drop the tape, you know what I'm saying? So the tape you dropped is called Street Prayers Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? So I want to dive into that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So first, just tell me the whole like aesthetic of that tape, you know what I'm saying? What you was going for, and just tell me like what you was really trying to do with that tape for real, for real.
So that tape definitely shows the growth in who I am as a person and who I'll become as an artist. Because like when I first started music, I thought that, you know, like, oh, okay, just creating a catchy chorus or creating a catchy hook was the key to music. But you can create a catchy hook all you want to, but if your music's not really resonating with everybody else, all you got is like, you know, like I said, a catchy hook, a catchy chorus. So my intentions with this project was to really get more lyrical and dig deeper into like explaining and really articulating what I've gone through as, you know, like the stuff that I've gone through. Like a lot of songs that's on this project I made while I was incarcerated. So like I think like almost 65-70% of that project I made while I was incarcerated. So you're hearing the work that I was, you know, that I was working on while I was incarcerated. So the song on there, I think it's track 2, it's called Walls. I made that while I was in there. And that song is basically breaking down how I was feeling at the time. You know, how I felt like I was stuck between those walls and I just was praying for a way out. And God, you know, eventually answered my prayer. So that's where the name comes from, Street Prayers, as well.
And see, that's one thing that I love about music. It's like, music is one of those things where it's like, you have to kind of go through certain things in order to depict it a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we wanted you to go to jail, not saying we wanted you to go through that, but like, just with you going through that situation, it's so many points of views and so many different stories you can tell just by going through that. Because even just, okay, if we just talk about that on a specific situation, like me going to the county and you going to the county is totally different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I might make a song about being in the county or going through certain things in the county, and it might be totally different than what you want to pick. You know what I'm saying? Because your experiences might be totally different in that set. And we could have been on the same deck, same situation, like we could have been in the same place at the same time, but your stories would be totally different just based off your point of view and what you go with. You know what I'm saying?
And how you perceive it.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So I'm definitely glad you brought that point up. Yeah. And you kind of, I ain't gonna say you spoiled my next question, but you know what I'm saying? You kind of hit on my next question. You know what I'm saying? Because I was basically gonna ask, because like I said, I did my research. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of dove deep into some of those other projects that you did. You know what I'm saying? Because like in 2001 you had Brazyy's World. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In 2002 you had Redemption. You know what I'm saying? 2023 you had My Enemies Understood Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, just tell me like, cause it seemed like it's not that you had a certain type of notion with those tapes, but it seemed like each tape meant a little different. You know what I'm saying? You was on a different type of time with each project. So like, just tell me like, what was kind of the transition from those different tapes throughout these years? Cause it seemed like you put a project out these last couple years. Like, so it seemed like that's the trajectory you're on. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the whole plan with that though, and why you going the way that you're going?
Well, my music has always been realness. Like I said in one interview, I never cap in none of my songs. Like I can't make a song and say like I've been out here toting guns and I never held a gun in my life. Like I can't bullshit.
I appreciate you for that too.
Yeah, like I can't bullshit. Like I gotta keep it real. So my all of my music is just storytelling. Like Brazyy's World was about a time in my life where I was dealing with, you know, a romantic partner and dealing with the trials and tribulations that me and her went through. Redemption was after that, like dealing with the aftermath and dealing with the mental effects of, you know, Brazy's world. My enemies understood me was that year I was going through a point in time where I had a lot of fake friends around me. And I didn't know that I had a lot of fake friends around me until after the fact, you know, so they showed me their true colors after the fact of like me letting them move in with me and me letting them, you know, borrow so much amount of money and stuff like that, like doing stuff for them that was out the kindness of my heart, and they showed me their true colors in the end. So that's why I say my enemies understood me, because they, you know, they was the closest people to me. So they understood how I was as a person. They understood me, but they still used me to their advantage. Now, street prayers is, like I said, the result of like me being incarcerated, me going into this new chapter of my life, because I feel like me going away for those 7-8 months, I died and I came back. So I buried that old version of me that was there last year, and I came out a brand new man with new intentions, a new outlook on life. So all of my albums are just basically a story.
That shit cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit low key cold. Cause like how you broke that down though, it's like if I would have never heard that from you, I would have never got that. You know what I'm saying? Cause just off doing my research, I'm like, it seemed like it's some type of trajectory. You know what I'm saying? That he's going with these titles and like why he's saying the things he's saying. Cause just listening to the music, you like, okay, it seemed like he learned something in this chapter. That's why he moving like this now. But then when you get to the next album, you be like, okay, he learned some more stuff, and that's why he moving like this now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So then, like you said, once you get the street prayers, it's like, now you get out of jail, now you're a totally different man. You know what I'm saying? So now your whole outlook on music and how you even going about your craft is totally different now, because you're not even that same person that walked in the county probably a couple months ago. You're a totally different man. So now your whole approach is totally different.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's basically like a depiction of your life and you growing up as a man and growing up as an artist at the same time.
Yep, exactly.
So that's amazing, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all already know what time it is, man. It's time to play a couple games, man. So before we do that, I'm gonna let my boy Stendo take over, man. Go ahead and tell us what we doing today.
What's that word, y'all? Is y'all how y'all feeling, man?
We doing great, man. I'm at my boy J Brazyy.
Alright, for sure. Yeah, so you know, I'm Risky Visuals. I host the game segment of the show and stuff. So today, we're gonna do a staple of what we do on FusionUncut. First games first, we're gonna play Mount Rushmore. So doing our research, we found out you a big basketball fan.
Yeah.
So just before we get started, who's some of your favorite players and stuff like that?
Shit, Derrick Rose for one.
Know that.
Most definitely Steph Curry.
Know that.
My boy, Kyrie.
Okay. I kind of fake mad. I just asked you that because the Mount Rushmore, what we was gonna do was we want to get your Mount Rushmore all-time NBA point guards. So whatever you consider make them all-time, whether that's statistics or whether it's rings, or this what make them all-time PGs to J Brazyy. So let's go. Who you got for your Mount Rushmore?
All right, my first one, definitely Curry. I mean, that's the greatest shooter of all time. You can't have Mount Rushmore without him. If it goes athleticism, I gotta go with my boy D Rose. I may be biased because we from Chicago, but shit, that's my boy. Let's see who else. Magic. Can't leave out Magic Johnson. Can't leave him out.
So this last spot gonna get tricky because this was gonna cause the controversy.
Yeah.
Who getting that last spot?
Shit, I don't even know. I had three. I had D Rose, Curry, and Magic. I think I'm gonna go with. Damn, probably Isaiah Thomas.
We talking Pistons?
Yeah,
Pistons Isaiah?
Yeah, Pistons Isaiah.
Yeah, you finna see that comment section go up, boy.
What if you was talking about Celtics Isaiah Thomas?
Alright, Keese. All-time point guards. Who you got on your Mount Rushmore?
All time? Damn. Gotta go with Kyrie first. Because that's my boy. Gotta go with D Rose. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go with D Rose. I got one in mind, but I don't know if he really a point guard for real. But this is like a preference for me. Y'all remember Ben Gordon? Ben Gordon ain't no point guard as he is.
He was a two.
Nah, he was a two.
Shooting guard?
He was a two.
Damn. Yeah, cause see, I grew up watching Ben Gordon before Derrick Rose. Before Derrick Rose came to the Bulls, it was Ben Gordon. Before grade. So, damn, two more point guards. I fuck with Curry, but I don't fuck with him like that though.
Yeah,
like he cool.
The comments for you too.
Yeah, they're gonna be on my ass. Damn. Let me think. I fuck with Russell on Foes Girl. I fuck with Russell. Like
Russell over Curry?
it's not that it's Russell over Curry. It's just I like his attitude, like how he approached the game type shit. Like Russell give you 110% all the time. It don't matter what he got going on. He gonna give you 110%. So I fuck with Russell.
Put some respect on that NBA top 75.
You get what I'm saying? Okay, so let me ask y'all this: do y'all consider James Harden a point guard? Or is he really a shooting guard? For real.
Nah, he play point now, so you can consider him a point guard.
They don't put James Harden in there. Don't put James Harden
The
in there.
beard.
Weird. I'm wrong.
Let's see. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah. So James Harden, Derrick Rose, Kyrie Irving, and damn, who's the other person I said?
Russ.
Yeah, Russ. I'm
Damn,
saying
you
Russ.
just disrespected him just that quick, bro.
That's how they do them in the league, just like that.
Got that boy on the Kings, man. Well, alright. So, alright, cool. So now let's move on to our next game. So not only did we find out you like basketball, we found out you was into the wrestling.
Bro, yeah.
When, so what, like, just let us know, like, what was your era of watching wrestling? Like, what was peak wrestling to you?
Shit, the John Cena and Edge rivalry where he threw him in the river or whatever.
That's Attitude Era.
You got Randy Orton with the punt kick and the Legacy era and shit like that. Like that
that's more so like ruthless aggression.
Yeah.
Because Attitude Era, that's like Stone Cold and Rock. Ruthless aggression was like that Brock Lesnar when he was there like 2003 up to like 2008 or so, right before they went PG and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
like
cool.
the Brothers of Destruction type shit. Yeah.
Right before they went HD.
Yeah.
They was still on Spike. Okay, so we gonna move into this would you rather game then. So we gonna ask would you rather some wrestling based questions.
All right, good.
So the first question I want to let my boy Sacked Up ask. Sacked Up, you said you had a question for what you want to know.
So look, would you rather take a spit from Edge or take an RKO from your boy Randy Orton?
I ain't gonna lie, I love my ribs, so I'll take the RKO. I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna take the RKO?
Yeah, I'll take the RKO.
Hey, man, that boy Randy in 09, he was giving out
Yeah,
concussions.
he was love your ribs, but you hate your neck.
Man, he was giving out straight concussions.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll take the RKO too though, cause I didn't got spit. I didn't got both in real life though. So it's like that spit hit a little different. Like you know how you be fake, you turn around and get spit. Like that's a different.
That's how they
of
catch
feeling.
you. That's how you catch you.
That's how they catch you. Like
Yeah.
Cause see, I grew up in a household like
You should have
boys
had some
and stuff
spit
like
point
that.
kick.
Yeah, I got RKO'd on the trampoline before with shit. That was it.
Yeah, like
I don't know that RKO. It's like I don't play about no upper necks. Like man, one wrong slip, man. It's just like man, vertebrae disconnected, man.
But I know y'all all had that cousin that was probably a little bit older than y'all, not that much older
Man,
than
we got
y'all.
Batista
I
Bombs.
was just finna say
Attitude adjustment, G.
Walls of Jericho.
Take a 4-leg lock.
Alright, so I got a few questions for y'all now. So I want to know if y'all had to be in one match, if the GM of Monday Night Raw came out and said you got a match tonight, and both of them was extreme, which one would you have to? You got to take one. Ain't no backing out, ain't no quitting, ain't no DQ, none of that. No DQ. Do you take a TLC match against Jeff Hardy or a last man standing against Brock Lesnar?
Fuck.
Damn.
That's crazy right there.
Yeah, I'm taking the TLC match with my boy Hardy.
Yeah.
Like even though I know I'm gonna get my ass one time bomb through a table or some shit.
Man,
The
twist
ladder.
of fate off the ladder, through the table.
Through the ladder.
Yeah.
While it's on fire.
Yeah, but last man standing with Brock Lesnar though, I ain't gonna lie, nah.
He said, I won't ever stand again.
I ain't gonna.
F5s.
That the
Boy, he
triple
gonna throw me
suplex,
from an announce
suplex
table or
his
some
ass.
shit.
Well. Keese, how you feel, bro?
I'm really conflicted over there because, I seen Jeff Hardy do niggas dirty. Like, think about
Like, he
being...
speared
Man, my
heads off
man,
that
Jeff,
damn ladder.
yeah, I don't think people understand that when Jeff Hardy was out there, that man was on drugs.
Boy, that man
Nah,
jump
for
off
real.
a building onto you.
That man climbed up. You know where they video play at? He climbed on top of that and jumped
One time
off.
bomb, yes.
These people were sober. You not beating a crackhead.
Like,
Shout out my boy Jeff Hardy though, man. Still though,
For sure.
it's love though. But You can't erase history.
It's crazy though. I just seen. Speaking of that fight, I just seen a post on Instagram that said that's really the GOAT wrestler type shit.
Sure.
Yes.
For real.
Oh,
They
put
said-
his body on the line every
If
night
he
like
would have
that,
had the
yeah.
same push as John Cena, he would have been bigger than
They
John
just
Cena.
stopped
They
fucking
was
with
like,
the-
nah, you be
the
getting high
addiction,
too much,
the
bro.
addiction,
Yeah.
But so what match you taking?
I fuck around and take the TLC with Hardy. Just cause I feel like I can fuck around and take him. As long as I keep him on the ground, he ain't doing all that jumping and shit.
He said,
I'm
"Get his
gonna be
legs."
decent.
He said Brock pulling UFC moves all
Yeah,
day.
he big
Nah,
as
for
hell.
real.
I might be fucked
Throwing you
up
through the
in
announce table, all that, G.
Okay. Alright, so then for my last question then, I want to know, what would you rather do? Would you rather have to come out number 1 in the 30-man Royal Rumble? Or would you rather have a 4-on-1 handicap match against the bloodline of The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Uso brothers?
You get fucked up your way.
You say come out first.
First in the Royal
First
Rumble.
one.
Or have to face the blood.
Who in the ring already though? Cause
Number
you know
1, you don't know. You the first
Oh,
one.
damn.
you the first one in the
You
ring.
the first. You gotta
one.
wait for everybody else to come.
Yeah.
Damn.
You gotta fight 29 other people.
You don't know. The next person out could be Hornswoggle or it could be the Mark Henry. You don't know.
Shit, that's crazy right there.
You know, I'm gonna take the easy way out. I'm doing the number 1. Just so like, hey, if the number 2 is a person I know I can't fuck with, shit, I'll let them disqualify me. I'll take my ass back to the locker room. I ain't
I'm about to go back here and go right back to being a fan.
I don't know. I always wanted to be in a Royal Rumble though. I'm gonna tell you, I wanted to see how that shit was coming though. Cause as a shorty though, that shit used to look lit though. They had 30 niggas in the ring fighting and shit like that. I'll take that just to see how that shit turned out though, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie. You said The Rock, Roman Reigns,
And then the Usos.
brothers.
But it's not like everyone in the ring. They got to tag
They gotta
in and
tag.
out. They got to tag in and out. So at least you get to know you keep it one-on-one at all times.
It's
Say you Royal Rumble, they might look at you like, hey, let's go
Oh yeah,
jump
get his
buddy.
ass. Oh,
It's crazy. I don't even know who the Uso brothers is, but they sound like they whoop ass though.
Oh, they part of that Samoan blood.
Samoan tribe. I'm
The Rock, I know,
It's
if
in
I'm
this,
correct, the Rock's nephews, I
Was
think.
it Umaga?
Yeah, them his sons.
Yeah. And Rikishi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were Keese's, I think, sons or
Grandkids. Some shit like
I'm so please,
They all
we not
related.
disrespecting the Samoan
Yeah.
heritage. It's just, it's a lot of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I can't keep up with y'all family tree all the time.
Bro.
I think I stopped watching wrestling like whenever. I think I stopped watching wrestling when Shawn Michaels lost against The Undertaker
Damn.
And-
Yeah, that's been a minute.
in WrestleMania.
That was like back in what, 2010?
He said Shawn versus Undertaker.
Undertaker. That was like
Which one?
that's
The
25.
one where he had to retire afterward?
Yeah, I think
Oh, that was WrestleMania. That was 2010, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I could be like, I wasn't a fan no more, because I used to watch that shit like religiously back
bro.
I stopped once the Undertaker lost his streak. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was bullshit.
Especially
Yeah, I ain't
Brock
gonna lie.
Lesnar.
The way they did that
Once
shit.
my boy CM Punk was gone, I was like, yeah, I ain't rocking with this no more. I ain't right. That's what low-key got me back watching it for real. Once he popped out of AEW, I said, oh yeah, my boy back, so am I.
Bro.
See, and that's another thing though. Y'all talking about AEW? What the fuck is that?
That's a whole
It's like a
nother-
alternative.
It's a whole nother company. Like,
yeah.
they
Like,
do their
it's
own
really an
shows.
alternative branch of WWE.
Yeah.
I feel like they
See,
own them.
I
The
come
stars
from
be going
the-
back and forth.
I come from the Raw, SmackDown, ECW days.
But what I'm saying is like, no, what I'm saying is you see how WWE, that's their shows. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW is its own company
Oh, that's
with
a
its
whole nother
own
company.
show. They got AEW, Dynamite, like they be having their own pay-per-views and stuff. Like they got nothing to do with WWE. It's just you will see certain
The
people.
stars going
From
back and forth.
Like say, I quit WWE, I'm
And
going
then
over
go to
here to AEW now.
Yeah.
They
Like
got
how it used to be with TNA.
I was so about to say, like, whatever happened to TNA? Is that basically what it is now?
I mean, nah, they better than TNA to me, but
That's what-
pretty much the same. They top competition.
That's like with Sting and all them and all that type of shit back then.
Yeah, that's what TNA. Yeah, Sting used to be with TNA back then.
But TNA
It's
never
on
really
AEW.
Yeah, now
TNA
yeah.
never really competed with WWE though.
Nah.
It was always a lower
It was
class
always, it was
version
always
of it.
second place, but it was
Yeah.
A
far
lot of stars that's on
second.
WWE now, they started in TNA.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So this last game we want to play, we wanted since we missed out on playing last week, we want to run it back. But we're gonna play it a little differently today because it's only 2 people, so we kind of tailored the game to be suited more for a one-on-one. But we're gonna play our word rhyming game again, so you get a chance to redeem yourself this time, my boy.
Yeah, I was had last time. I'm trying to.
But this the twist though. This how we gonna do it this time. Instead of counting how many words y'all got right, since it's a one-on-one, we just gonna have y'all go back and forth. And the first person to not be able to think of a word, that's who lose. And we're gonna do the best of 3 rounds. So we gonna have to pick a winner.
Alright.
Hey, how long do you get to think though?
5 seconds per word.
5 seconds.
You got 5 seconds. If that 5 goes and you ain't got no word, it's over with.
Damn.
Hell no.
That's really a lot.
No, for real.
Alright.
I'm with it though. Come on.
3.
Alright. I don't want, matter of fact, yeah, he the guest. So we gonna let him get the advantage. You gotta kick it off.
Damn.
You kick it off.
I bet. Don't
Alright.
come with no astronomical.
I got it.
Alright. You ready?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, so the words y'all gonna be rhyming is frail,
Pale,
Scale.
male,
2, 3, 4, 5.
I was ready today. I'll tell you. Hell yeah.
Alright, okay.
So I got 1.
Yeah, it's 1-0 right
So
now.
1 out of 3.
Yeah, it's 1-0. Yep. So if you win this next round, you
It's
took
over.
it.
Nah,
You took it.
I can't go like that. I can't go like that.
said
Hold
you
on,
gotta
let me
get
lock
this
in.
get
Let me
back.
lock in.
Alright.
Take it
Alright.
Alright. So y'all's next words y'all gonna be rhyming. J Brazyy, you gonna be kicking it off this time.
Alright.
So the next word y'all gonna be rhyming is peak.
Speak.
up. Meek,
Creek.
beak,
Eek.
leak.
Teak.
Damn.
Actually, hold on, wait. I only think some of them was words, bro.
I definitely started off with Meek though. I'm tripping. That's one of my favorite rappers, man. Shout out my boy Meek, man.
For real.
I ain't gonna lie, sacked up. You gotta call that one. How you call that one, bro? What? How, you gotta break it down for me, bro.
Something.
Yeah, y'all probably gotta run that back.
We gotta run that one
You
back.
know
That
where-
one.
I heard a couple of imaginaries.
Alright, so look, this one I'm gonna be on keeping time. The first person to say a word that's not real, you lose too. Sacked up gonna be on list. Look out for imaginary words this round.
Alright.
So we gonna run it back. So J Brazyy, you gonna kick it off one more time.
Imaginary words is crazy.
The word is buzz.
Cuz.
I ain't gonna lie.
3, 4, 5. Ah, damn, one word.
He fucked me up though because he took my word. I'm like, damn, I ain't having
Hey,
no
look, they better than me. I would have cashed that. Fuck you talking about? Damn, man, you let him get a point off you on one word, man.
I just a tiebreaker. You fucked me up with that one. I wasn't ready for that one.
Alright, hold on, okay.
So I don't know what else I was supposed to
I
say.
swear, cause that's the first thing that came to my head. Cuz, oh damn.
Alright, so this last word, Keese, you kicking it off this round. The word is rip.
Tip,
Sip.
trip,
Dip.
flip,
3, 4.
Lip.
grip,
4, 5. Oh, damn, my boy Keese.
Yeah.
Slip.
drip, goddamn.
Hey, Mo said, I'm not coming to play this week, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Good shit though, my boy.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Michelle,
Yes, sir.
I'm on your ass next time we play this, cause we gotta play it like this with your ass. I ain't gonna lie, my boy. We've been having a ball, man.
On real,
We've been having a ball. Like this was
Now you gotta come on more often, G.
definitely like, cause even though we transitioned the platform, you know what I'm saying. Even though we not Fusion Radio no more and we Fusion Uncut, like certain things that we was doing on Fusion Radio still gonna happen. So like, I'm still gonna give people opportunities to come in and co-host with me and Michelle and stuff like that, and do different things. Cause the reason I wanted to go to the podcast way because it's like it's more things that we can do in this realm than we could with the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like first off, they weren't never really seeing our faces and stuff like that. Never really seeing y'all faces. Then it's like it's certain avenues and different things we can do with Fusion Uncut that we can't really do with Fusion Radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. But I ain't gonna lie, you experienced both though. You got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know about that Fusion Radio, but we used to have fun. in that.
Twice.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So, before we get up out of it though, we got a couple of things we gotta do before we get up out of it. First, I wanna give you the opportunity so you get people on social media so they can stay in tune with your music and stay in tune with your movement. So we should do that first.
Alright, bet. Well, y'all can follow me on all socials at J Brazyy, at JBRAZYY. That's on everything. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, even on Spotify, Apple Music. Just, you know, if you go to my Instagram, the link is in my bio to all of my music right there. So, yeah.
For sure, man. And what I like to do at the end of my shows with my different guests and stuff like that, I try to get at least a piece of advice. And when I say a piece of advice, it could be a piece of advice like just in general, like that you feel like a person should know in general, or like a piece of advice that you feel like a fellow artist should know. You know what I'm saying? But we need a piece of advice from J Brazyy before you get up out of it.
For sure. Well, one solid piece of advice that I can definitely give to just anybody listening. It don't even gotta be an artist. Just you could be a normal person watching this. Whenever you feel like life is knocking you down, that's the time that you want to keep on going and you want to like push through it, because it's always a rainbow at the end of the storm. Like, I always remember that. Like, don't give up. Keep pushing. You want to do something, go do it. Life ain't gonna wait for nobody. You gotta go out here and make this shit happen. So go ahead, chase your dream. You want to become a doctor, or a nurse, or a veterinarian, an artist, a cook. Do whatever it is you want to do. Why not? Fuck what everybody else think. It's your life. Do what you need to do.
Facts. Hey, I love when y'all come on and y'all drop them motherfucking gems. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotta keep
man.
it real, bro.
Cause that's what my platform is about, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about spreading love. It's about supporting. It's about putting people on, and it's about teaching also. You know what I'm saying? Like, we teach y'all certain things, and y'all come on and y'all teach us certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because we just getting all type of knowledge from all type of points of view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my boy, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for tapping in, still supporting us, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
because
always. One
thing I did notice, you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to turn it, you feel me, too weird or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying, in these last couple months, I've been seeing, you know what I'm saying, who really been supporting us for real, really been having our back, and you definitely been one of those people that's really been supporting on the podcast and just what we doing here in Fusion in general, so I definitely appreciate you. And I appreciate all y'all that's tapping in with us, that's still supporting us, that's watching us, all the fans and the different people that's tapped into what we doing, man. So first, shout out to Risky Visuals, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my media team, you know they do an amazing job, you know what I'm saying? They help us do this, you know what I'm saying? Put on this whole thing, so you know what I'm saying? We can't forget about them, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you know what I'm saying? Shout out my girl, Michelle, my co-host that do the absolute most. You weren't able to meet her today, you know what I'm saying? Because she's sick, you know what I'm saying? This Chicago weather, is up and down. One day it might be 80, next day it might be 50, you know what I'm saying? So she's sick right now, but you know, we gonna lift her up, you know what I'm saying? We got her in spirits and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And definitely tap in with us on social media, you know what I'm saying? FusionUncut on IG, and you know what I'm saying? FusionUncut_ on IG. Tap in with us on Facebook, FusionUncut, and tap in with us on YouTube so you can watch all these full episodes and the different clips and content we got, you know what I'm saying, at FusionUncut. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, give your socials again one more time.
Alright, it's J Brazyy at JBRAZYY, and that's on everything.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We are the most supported podcast in the world, man. It's FusionUncut. Go.